The seance which kept Collinwood frozen in time is over, but the effects are not, and will perhaps never be. For one has returned from the shadows of another century with dim, haunting memories which terrify one man who lived then as well as now.
Go back. Back in time, Vicky. Back. Run through the days, the months, the years. Remember where you were.
I don't want to go back.
I will protect you.
You think I'm the witch, Countess?
Countess?
You and Abigail went to my room and you went through my things. You got the book.
Tell me about the book.
You know all about the book. But Peter says that we should use it in the trial, because it will make the judges believe that I do come from the 20th century.
Oh, the Collins family history. Yes, of course. Tell me, Vicky, where is that book?
If only Barnabas were here. If only I could see him. He'd help us.
Do you know what has happened to Barnabas?
He would get Peter out of jail.
Vicky, it is very important. You must try to remember.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You must.
The bat. The bat at the window. Josette said the bat had...
Tell me what Josette said.
She won't help me. She thinks I'm a witch, too. You know that.
How would I know that?
But Peter says that you've changed. That you don't think I'm a witch. You've got to help him. I can't. He's in jail and I'm here. You've got to save him, Countess, or he'll die. You've got to. I've got to go to him. I must.
Now, Vicky, you must lie down.
No, I must go to him, and you can't stop me.
Close your eyes.
No.
You must close your eyes, and when you open them, you will be awake, but you will remember nothing.
No. I've got to help him. You can't stop me. Save Peter. Where's Barnabas? If only Jeremiah were alive, he'd help us.
Vicky, look at me.
No.
Vicky, I am not the Countess. I am Julia Hoffman. Vicky, look at me. You will close your eyes. When you open them, you will remember nothing of this. Nothing at all. Now open your eyes. Open them. Well, how do you feel now?
A little better.
I think you should stay in bed today.
No, I feel I have to...
You feel you have to what?
Find something.
What?
To make some sense out of what's happened. If only I could remember clearly, then I wouldn't feel as though it were all a dream.
It was not a dream.
You believe that?
Yes.
I have to prove it to myself. But how can I do that?
We will help you.
How?
We'll worry about that tomorrow. In the meantime, you must have some rest. Here, take this, and you'll rest. I have to go into town. I have some business.
No, I'm afraid to. I'm afraid that if I go to sleep, I'll go back there.
You do not need to worry about that. Besides, Mrs. Stoddard will sit with you.
There's no need for that.
Yes, there is. I'd rather you didn't talk to anyone else, especially Barnabas or Carolyn.
Why?
Oh, you don't want to have to answer all those questions. I'll tell Mrs. Stoddard I'm leaving now.
Victoria. Victoria Winters. Victoria. Victoria. You said I could help you. Let me help you. I watch over you, even now.
Jeremiah! No! No!
Come to me.
No!
Do not be afraid. I will help you. I am the first he killed.
Barnabas didn't want to kill you.
I am the first, but not the last. Many will die at his hands.
I don't believe you.
I have heard them crying in their graves. So shall you.
No!
For the last he will kill is...
No, no, let go of me!
I am not the one for you to fear.
No, don't touch me!
Look at me.
No!
Yes! See the truth.
Ah!
You run from the wrong one. The last he will kill is you. Beware of Barnabas, or you will end as I. As I.
No! No!
Why, Dr. Hoffman,
Well, good evening, Barnabas.
I almost didn't recognize you.
Oh, an impulse. I'm sure I'll regret it.
Well, I must tell you how much I like your hair. You seem to be, what is the phrase, changing your image completely. You are no longer here under false pretenses.
I merely substituted lies.
You could hardly very well tell the complete truth, could you?
Not without endangering you.
Thank you.
You're complimenting me, Barnabas. You must want something.
Your directness seems to make me more devious than I am, perhaps.
You want to know what Vicky has told me?
Well, are you willing to tell me?
No.
Then you will be placing Vicky in danger.
That is blackmail, Barnabas.
Why won't you tell me? Do you enjoy torturing me?
No.
You won't even let me see her.
I want to protect both of you.
Don't protect me, Doctor.
Someone must.
Very well, then I'll make a bargain with you. Help me, and I'll leave Vicky alone. You don't trust me.
I'd be a fool to.
The seance has changed me. You don't know the panic that I felt when I saw that girl in Vicky's chair. When I looked at her and realized that it was Phyllis Wick.
You knew her, of course.
She was Sarah's governess until she was tried for witchcraft.
Was she hanged?
was to hang the day my coffin was carried to the mausoleum and chained.
Barnabas, Vicky took her place.
The past is constantly being relived.
If Phyllis Wick knew your secret...
And so does Vicky.
Vicky only remembers patches. No consistency to her story. She lives moments, but she can't connect them. It's as if she were afraid of remembering all of it.
What would make her so afraid unless she knew about me and dreaded admitting it was true? Julia, help me like you did before. Can't we go back to the time when we were friends, when we worked together?
I don't know.
Well, you were ready to save me then.
Yes?
Well, surely you see that my life completely depends on what she knows. If you won't let me, you must find out.
I'm trying to.
And if you succeed, will you use it to help me or hurt me?
That depends entirely on you, Barnabas.
I cannot count on you. I must do what I can myself.
Oh, Julia, you look very different. It's nice.
I think I expected a haircut to make me feel all new. It doesn't. But you shouldn't be up. What's wrong? Didn't you rest well?
No.
Well, then I'll give you a stronger sedative next time.
Do you have one that can stop dreams?
Dreams come from your subconscious. You have thoughts that are buried, that want to come out. Tell me.
A ghost came to me. Jeremiah's ghost.
Peter Bradford was not in your dream?
No.
Have you thought about him since? You mind my talking about him? Why?
It's just strange to hear someone else say his name. Sometimes I feel as though I'd made him up.
You didn't.
I know.
I went to town for a reason. I wanted to check the records to see if there was a Peter Bradford in 1795.
There has to be.
Yes, there is. He was a jailer. That was the first mention.
What else did it say? Tell me, Julia.
Vicky,
I'll go to the courthouse myself.
it's closed.
Well, then I'll go in the morning.
He was tried for murder.
Who did he murder?
One Noah Gifford, a seaman.
No, no.
Vicky.
I killed Noah. I killed him.
Oh, Vicky,
They have
please.
to know that. They have to.
There's no way of letting them know that. It all happened over almost 200 years ago.
What happened to him? You know, don't you?
He was hanged.
Oh, no.
Oh, Vicky.
You don't understand.
Oh, Vicky, please. Let me give you this. It will calm you.
No, it won't do any good. I don't want it. Don't you understand? I loved him. I loved him.
But I cannot believe Vicky is in love.
She said so herself.
But he is dead.
You love Josette?
I do not like you to mention her name.
But she's dead. Death does not stop love. You know that as well as anyone else.
She will forget Peter Bradford.
In time, perhaps.
But I have no time. Now Vicky has remembered this. What will be next?
I don't know.
There's a storm coming up. I must go before it starts. Please excuse me to Cousin Elizabeth.
Of course.
Good night.
Barnabas, you promised you would do nothing. Remember that. I know all I've told you is very upsetting, but I can handle her as I handled Maggie. Whatever Vicky remembers, I can make her forget it. I will do that for you, Barnabas. You have my promise.
She will forget Peter Bradford.
In time, perhaps.
But I have no time.
Vicky,
Barnabas, why are you here?
you're frightened.
No.
But you are.
Forgive me. I shouldn't be. You're my only link
To what?
to what happened to me.
How am I a link?
I don't want to talk about it.
But I do very much.
Tomorrow.
Tonight, Vicky. I'm very concerned for you. Vicky, let me help you.
I don't see how you can help me. I don't see how anyone can help me. I used to talk to you so much about the past. I loved it so much. I wanted to live there. But I was wrong.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Yes. I saw all the terrible things that can happen to people.
All the terrible things.
I learned too much about Joshua, Naomi, Josette.
What about Josette?
You didn't tell the story the way it happened. She didn't come to marry Jeremiah. She came to marry you.
Me?
Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm so confused.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Even when I'm asleep, I dream of them. You and Jeremiah. His ghost came to me tonight.
Jeremiah? What did he do?
He warned me.
About what?
I don't want to talk about it.
You must. For your own sake, you must.
He warned me about you. Now, do you see how ridiculous I've become? You, the one person who's always been kind to me, the one person who's always wanted to help me.
Do you really believe that?
Yes, of course I do.
You will let me help you?
But how?
Come to me.
Barnabas.
Come. Is something stopping you from trusting me?
No. Nothing could.
Then let me prove it to you. I can give you peace. Would you like that?
Yes.
I can make you forget. Do you want to forget?
Yes.
I can make everything seem so far away.
Please. Please.